Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jerry and Bulldog Nation, the dogs have barked and bit, and they've now been banned from the White House. That's right. The two German Shepherd dogs that the Bidens took to the White House have been sent back to Delaware because allegedly of aggressive behavior. I don't know about you, and I love dogs. In fact, today's top 5 are going to be about dogs. But you know what? German Shepherd's dogs have always scared the hell out of me. I've been bit by a German Shepherd dog. I mean, come on. German Shepherd dogs are police dogs. They're not like ordinary pets. Why don't you have a golden retriever or a Labrador or something? German Shepherds, but anyway, they apparently bit somebody. I wonder who they bit. You know what? They probably smelled cocaine on Hunter Biden and took a bite out of him. But anyway, they've been shipped back to Delaware. The border crisis. Joe Biden basically sends out the word that, hey, come on in now. Come on in. Now, the Department of Homeland Security said, we need volunteers to help us at the border. It's out of control. The federal government is asking for volunteers for what? Here's a clipboard. Go stand over there and interview the MS-13 guys that are coming in. What? Volunteers to do what? What are volunteers going to do at the border? Are you going to deputize these volunteers? I mean, this is insane. This is the kind of stupid government crap that we have to deal with when you dumbasses vote for these kind of people. I mean, my God, volunteers at the border. Are you going to answer the call of your president? Trump did a Muslim ban. And he did a Muslim ban simply for national security reasons. Well, Biden, just like he, come on in, criminals, he's now revoked that ban. It's a come on in. You're a Muslim, come on in. You coming in from Syria? Come on. You coming from a caliphate somewhere? Come on. Oh, you're from Iran? Oh, come on in. You're from Yemen? Oh, come on. We love you. We love you again. Come on and make yourself at home. I can't. I mean, it's just gas prices. Gas prices are going up. As Roger likes to put on the screen, arm and a leg. I mean, and you know what? Gas prices hit everybody, including the working class. And you know, that offsets far and away any little check you're going to. So here's what Biden does. Inflation's going to go up. Gas prices are going through the roof. Here's another check. That check will buy your gas for a week. I mean, God, you know, this is true. I'm not an elitist at all. I'm not. But it is true that the more you know, the more frustrating it is when you observe stupidity because you know what's really going on. I mean, doesn't the rest of the country realize what you and I realize about gas prices going through the roof is like a major tax on the working class? It's a major tax on all of us, but especially the working class. It's a devastating tax, and it's every day, every week. Let's become energy dependent again. Again, where does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. Why? Somebody is going to make some money. Somebody, Joe Biden, wants to make money. COVID bill. This ought to piss the hell out of you. I want to focus on one thing on this COVID bill, and that is the billions and billions that are going to bail out the cities and the states that locked down their states and cities, said screw it, are poorly ran, were poorly ran even before COVID. So the people in Kentucky, Arkansas, Idaho, Georgia, Alabama, on and on and on, fiscal responsible states, we're actually bailing out with our tax dollars, with borrowed money, California, New York, Illinois, so forth and so on. I mean, it's not funny. It's sick, and it's messed up. All you that wanted Biden and the Dems, good job. Good job. But you know what? You got rid of that big meanie in the White House. Yeah, big meanie Donald Trump. Prince Harry. A little follow-up on old Prince Harry. I was thinking about this yesterday. What a wimp sack Prince Harry is. You know, it's really all on him. He brought the psychopath, narcissistic, crazy woman named Meghan Markle into his world, into the royal family. I mean, he's the one that brought, and you remember this guy? Where's the cancel on Harry? Netflix is going to produce shows. Harry dressed up like a Nazi all the time. Look at the things that Harry's background shows. Harry is a loser. He is. Harry's a loser. And I think he's got some Stockholm syndrome going on that his captor, Meghan, has got him. And these kids that they're having, these two kids now, one born, one on the way, Archie and the little girl, you know what they are? Child support. And now I want to move on to Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle, you know, you never know why family doesn't like each other. I mean, I would hope that nobody would believe something that my dad said about me without giving me a chance to respond. Remember, my dad's never responded about what I said about him. He doesn't deny it. He admits it. It's a friendly thing to grab young men's crotches. But folks, the father was close to her. The father didn't have a beef, but it is clear that she is a psychopathic, crazy woman. And you know what she wants? She wants the notch in her handle that I took down the royal family. She's not taking down the royal family. I don't know about you, but the only people that support Meghan, what I'm reading and I'm seeing, are all the other racists. See, the black racists are like, yeah, you go, Meghan. You play that race card. God bless you. The liberal media, yeah. The average American and the average Brit is looking at Meghan Markle and Prince Harry and saying, go the hell away. And you know what? They're living in a mansion. They got money that they inherited from Lady Di. He does about 11, 13 million. You know, they sign these contracts, but she's got a chicken coop. And she's getting back to the basics. And what a phony bitch. She is. She's a phony bitch. Completely. Oprah Winfrey, they're rich, and they're acting like, oh, this was so bad. A victim? Meghan Markle, a victim? Unbelievable. Nevada, hear about this. The Nevada Democratic Socialist Party took over the state. So all the staff of think about this. The regular Democrat staffers of the Nevada Democratic Party all quit because the nut jobs who are the socialists took over the party. So when the regular Democrats quit, you know, by golly, this is really crazy. Watch, a Nevada Hitler will emerge from this all. Amy Coney Barrett is based upon some of her opinions and writings, the conservatives are really upset. It looks like she's already become Miss Moderate. She's voting with Kavanaugh. She's voting with Roberts. You know, once again, we get let down, it looks like. And don't think for a minute that once she gets on the court, she starts hanging out with other gal pals on the court. They shift her a little bit more. They work her over. You know, Amy Coney Barrett. Looks like she's going to be a disappointment. Now, on a funny note, and it wasn't funny if you watched that Mark Ranieri episode or that documentary about that crazy guy that basically branded women and whatnot. But I watched that whole thing, and he did something. He called it collateral. Collateral, which is really blackmail. And the collateral was always like nude pictures or something like that. You know what the presidents ought to do? You know what Trump should have done? Every time Trump appointed one of these people, he should have said, now, I want some info about you as collateral that if you ever stray, I got you. I'm joking, of course, but you know what? These people say and do anything to get that lifetime appointment, and once they get that lifetime appointment, they can go. They can give the middle finger to the guy that appointed them and everybody else. And you don't really know these people. It's totally different. It's like me, okay? If I was going to appoint a Supreme Court justice and somebody said, oh, you ought to appoint this guy, this point, that guy, I think I'd rather look around and say, okay, I know Bob Winter. I know Bob Winter for a long time. I know Alan Statman. I know Alex Battaglia. I know Jim Moss. I think I'd tend to want to appoint one of them because I know them very well. And I don't think that they're going to get on that court and go the other direction. At least there's less likelihood of it. But that's what happens when you appoint Supreme Court justices you don't know on somebody else's recommendation. Georgia election reform. The House and Senate are passing a bill that will hopefully bring Georgia back. This Republican governor, Kemp, better sign the damn bill. And then we'll see if Stacey Abrams is going to keep these 2 U.S. Senate seats. I don't think so. China. China says prepare for war. What? Look at the aggressive behavior from Iran, China, North Korea, on and on, once old Joe becomes president. Do you think anybody fears Joe Biden? No. In fact, they know they can do whatever the hell they want. You think Putin fears Joe Biden? They do phony stuff like, oh, we flew a couple B-52s, blah, blah. Doesn't mean a damn thing. U.S. score for economic freedom. I don't know how they do this, but apparently U.S. economic freedom is at an all-time low. Does that shock you? Do you feel more free or less free today? I feel like we're living in East Germany before the wall fell. The censorship, what you can't say. We live in scary-ass times. Protests at Trump Tower. Trump goes to New York City, and the protesters come out calling for his arrest. It goes on and on and on. I think the reason why Trump's been laying low, for the most part, is because he knows by laying low, he has less of that crap to deal with. But I'm telling you right now, Trump's going to come back in a big way. If he doesn't come back as the king, he's going to come back as the kingmaker, blessing DeSantis. 2-shot COVID survivor right here in the area, Hamilton. The old guy got 2 shots in a row. I just want to let him know I'm glad you're recovering. Can you imagine getting 2 shots back to back when you're only supposed to get 1, the vaccine? But it looks like the guy's going to survive. Dr. Seuss in Chicago. Chicago public schools, not just the 6 books, they're going to stop Dr. Seuss in circulation, all their books. Even Green Eggs and Ham. Only in Chicago. Just think of the books that they're still going to let people take out. How to Be a Communist in America. That book will still go. IRS Deadline. One of the few things that I can agree with Democrats. Apparently, there's some House Democratic members that want the IRS to extend the filing deadline from April to July like they did last year. Folks, defer, 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 defer. Who can't get behind that measure? I would think that delaying all of us paying taxes can be a bipartisan bill. Jury selection is delayed in the Chauvin trial, the police officer who killed George Floyd, because they want to, now just imagine this, on the first day of the trial, they want to add third-degree murder. Why? Because they're worried that he's convicted of what he's charged with, he'll only serve 4 years. Folks, you don't wait till the day of the trial to start adding freaking charges. So I don't know who the prosecutor is up there in Minneapolis, but obviously he's a bozo. And then last but not least, I'm throwing this out here because we always have a cowboy exception to sports, don't we? Dak Prescott, broken ankle and all, 4 years, $160 million. $40 million. $120 million of it's guaranteed. So I guess he breaks his ankle, he still gets. This is nuts. I'm happy for Dak. But you know what? I expect 4 Super Bowls, Dak. 4 Super Bowls in a row. Go get them. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the Bulldog Show and hit that bell so you'll be alerted when I do other videos. Last but not least, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you.